Hi, and welcome to Astrology for the People. This is for the new moon in Aquarius on Tuesday the 9th of February 2016. Amazing times we're living in, guys. I've got some good news for you this month, which is a nice change, or this fortnight anyway. I'm coming to you from right down on the earth today. I'm not quite sure how I ended up here. I'm pretty sure I've got chicken poo in between my toes. But it's funny and a little bit relevant. I'll dive straight in for you. So the full moon in Leo that we had a fortnight ago, I spoke about us being really on the tail end of this big letting go period, right? And really being washed down the river and being asked to surrender and asked to let go. And January was a little bit of a practice run for the year, you know? There wasn't a lot of forward movement. There wasn't a lot of focus or clarity. It was hard to get energized, and it was really a time when we needed to go inwards and care for ourselves and make sure that, you know, we have ourselves centered for the year ahead. So we're coming into a much more visionary time now. We're coming into a time of action again now. You know, Mercury's been charging direct for a little while. We'll be out of the shadow zone soon. That's exciting. We've got some strong Mars aspects. And this is where I come back to the poo thing, right? My partner told me I had to tell you this because this is the analogy that he came up with this morning when I shared with him a bit of the dynamics at play. So there are two kinds of letting go. There's the involuntary kind, like pooing. There's nothing you can do about it. If you don't poo, you die. You're gonna have to do it. Our body asks us of it, life asks it of us, life asks it of us. You know, we might have big feelings surface. We don't really have a big say over that. We just have to choose how we work with it, yeah. And that's very much what the last couple of months has been like. It's been this involuntary letting go. So it's been quite challenging, and it's been easy to feel quite disempowered or quite overwhelmed by what's been going on. So now we're moving into a time with these Mars aspects of being back in the driver's seat a bit. Yeah, I thought of a speedboat kind of suddenly appearing in front of us on this wild river and us going, okay, I think I'm going to drive for a while. And this, you know, it's still a time of letting go to an extent. We have Chiron conjunct the south node of the moon. We have Mars trine that. But it's this kind of letting go is like getting all the clothes out of your cupboard and putting them in the charity bin already. You know, the ones that you don't want, that you don't wear. It's that grudge that you've been holding, choosing to let it go. Saying, I'm not going to walk around with this anymore, poisoning myself with my anger. It's a much more empowered, intentional, conscious space for approaching the changes that we want to make in our lives. And this carries across a bit as well to this Saturn-Neptune square that we've got, not Saturn-Neptune, Saturn-Jupiter. Gosh, Beck. Saturn-Jupiter square that we've got building. And what we're kind of seeing here is there's going to be a little bit of frustration if life isn't offering us the space that we need to do our work, or you know, the external circumstances around us, or the institution that we're working for, or the job, or the study that we're doing, whatever it is. We're really being asked now that if we're not happy with our surroundings, if it's not working for us, if it's not aligned with our values, if it's not giving us the space to do what we need to do to really create happiness for ourselves, change it. Stop messing around, pull your finger out, vision something incredible. New moon in Aquarius, it's a great time for visioning, and change it. Now is a really, really excellent time to set some solid goals for the year. You know, we do our New Year's resolutions at the end of December, start of January. Like I said, January was a bit of a practice run. January was very internal. If you want to set goals, now's the time to do it. And really go, if I could live my wildest dreams this year, what would they be? And shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars. Dream big, you know, and let life start to respond to that intention. Let life start to respond to that energy. So, yeah, that was the first thing I really wanted to put out there for you. There is energy that's going to become available to us, and it's a different kind of energy, you know. It's the little bit of a fire under our butts that we need at the moment to really start putting things into action. So this work that we've done in January, these understandings that we've reached in January, really putting those into action in February. So I'm going to check if there's anything else that I really wanted to put out for you today. We do have Venus hanging around the traps as well. A couple of really nice trines I think I remember seeing. Yeah, so Venus is trine Jupiter. So that's cool. Wow, what an incredibly technical term. Very cool. There's two sides to it. We do have to be a little aware of kind of excess. With this new surge of energy, we may feel like we can do everything at once. Just be aware of that and remember that we do still have limitations, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Just like, you know, when you've been sick for a while and you start to feel better, and sometimes you can overdo it a little bit on those first days. Just be aware of that dynamic. But there's another really fortunate aspect to this as well, which is, you know, it's creative, it's harmonious, it's nice. It's a nice change to all of the Pluto action. So what Venus is offering us over the next bit is restoring a little bit more harmony. You know, if not order may come too. And there will be a little bit more of a sense of consistency and everything not being quite so constantly shifting. But yeah, also this sense of harmony, also, you know, some more beauty in our lives. And we can really support that process by focusing on the beautiful and drawing more of the beautiful in by giving that our energy. I've got a little ant guy crawling up my phone, so if he dances across the screen, don't freak out. It's not an alien. I don't think we need to be worried about aliens. It's humans we've got to watch. Yeah, so more beauty, more harmony. These are all yummy things. More creativity. Really great time to invest in your creative life at the moment as well. Realizing that while it may not be productive in the conventional framework, like, you know, we haven't really been told that it's a worthwhile way to spend a heap of our time just being creative for no particular reason, but for the joy of it. But it actually is incredibly productive, particularly if you're, you know, doing any kind of study, any kind of work, any kind of anything. You start writing, you start dancing, you start getting those juices flowing, and they will flow into all parts of your life. So it's an incredibly constructive way for us to spend our time, and I definitely recommend giving some energy to it. Set yourself a little challenge. I've just finished a 7-day writing challenge that I've really enjoyed. And it's really got everything moving. I'm thinking of maybe getting some blog posts going soon now that all the juices are flowing and close to the surface. But that getting creative doesn't just apply to our creative lives. So what I was saying about Saturn-Jupiter being squared, you know, if the system that you're in, if the structure that you have for your life isn't working for you, get creative. Look a little bit outside the box and just consider what else is possible. And yeah, start visioning, start dreaming, start creating. And yeah, so I hope that's all really helpful for you. It's feeling helpful for me. I'm looking forward to this next month. It's a welcome reprieve. I've been quite low energy, and I'm going, yes, awesome. I'm ready to kicking into this year now and create some awesome stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be in Brisbane on the, I'm having a moment. It's the last weekend in February. So it might be the 28th or somewhere around that. It's the last Saturday in February. I'll be in Brisbane. So if you'd like to connect, reach out. I'm available via phone or Skype or email as well. I'm enjoying doing the written stuff for people at the moment. And yeah, feel free to come out here too. I just had a beautiful new client come out here and visit me the other day. I've set up a space in the cabin across the road, and it's a yummy, yummy, yummy space. You can feel the mountain, and yeah, we've got all the trees on site as well to help with the work that's being done. So I'm going to leave it there, beautiful people. It all feels kind of succinct and nicely packaged. If you want to connect, please reach out. I'd love to do some work over the next bit. I'm really looking forward to diving in deeply again and yeah, being more available to be of service to all you beautiful souls. Journey well. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in a fortnight. Mwah. So much love.